Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your correspondent, reporting on what may be one of the most momentous days in modern history. Today, September 3, 1939, the world is now at war. At approximately 11:15 this morning, British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain addressed the nation, announcing that Britain is officially at war with Germany. His voice, solemn yet resolute, declared, this morning, the British ambassador in Berlin handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock a.m., that they were prepared to withdraw their troops from Poland, a state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently, this country is at war with Germany. Following Britain's declaration, France too issued a similar statement just after 5 p.m., bringing their nation into the conflict as well. French Premier Edward Daladier made a brief address, affirming France's commitment to their Polish allies and to the preservation of peace in Europe. The declarations come as the German military, under the command of General Walther von Brauchitsch, continues its relentless assault on Poland, which began just 2 days ago. This morning, reports from Poland confirm heavy fighting near the border town of Westerplatte, where Polish defenders are putting up fierce resistance against the German Navy's bombardment. The Polish garrison, under Major Henryk Sikorski, is vastly outnumbered, but they continue to hold their ground despite constant shelling from the German battleship Schleswig-Holstein. On the ground, the situation is dire. German panzer divisions, commanded by General Heinz Guderian, have made significant advances, breaching Polish defenses in several areas along the western border. By noon today, German forces had already reached the outskirts of the city of Bydgoszcz, where Polish troops under General Władysław Bortnowski are trying to form a defensive line. In the skies above Poland, the Luftwaffe has been executing devastating air raids on Warsaw, Krakow, and other key cities. The Polish Air Force, though outnumbered, is fighting valiantly to protect their homeland from the onslaught, but the scale of the attacks is overwhelming. This afternoon, the Polish government, under the leadership of President Ignacy Mościcki, issued a defiant statement, vowing to resist the German invasion at all costs. Prime Minister Felician Sławoj Składkowski addressed the nation, urging every citizen to stand firm and support the military effort. Poland will not bow, he said in his speech, as the sound of distant explosions echoed across the capital. Back in London, the streets are filled with both tension and resolve. As the news of the war declaration spread, air raid sirens were tested throughout the city, and people have begun preparing for what may come. The British Expeditionary Force is reportedly on high alert, and military mobilization is underway. In Paris, French citizens are also preparing for the possibility of direct involvement. General Maurice Gamelin, the commander-in-chief of the French army, has reportedly ordered troop movements towards the German border. For now, the Western Front remains quiet, but the situation is rapidly evolving. At sea, the Royal Navy is already patrolling the waters of the North Atlantic, ready to engage any German vessels. German U-boats have been sighted, and the Admiralty has issued a warning for all merchant ships to be on high alert. As the sun sets on Europe tonight, a dark cloud of war looms over the continent. Germany has not responded to the declarations from Britain and France, and the fighting in Poland rages on. With the world now officially at war, the future is uncertain, and many fear that this conflict may escalate further in the coming days. This is your correspondent, signing off. Stay safe, and may peace return swiftly. Good night, and God bless.